I think the reality of it is this is team sport. In 60 minutes, you have to play harder for longer and believe you can win the football game. And that's what our kids have done and continue to show the ability to do.
Your thoughts when the call comes over the headset to have Carson throw down third and short?
Oh, well, I was kind of stirring that pot, to be quite honest with you. You know, we've had that in our back pocket a little bit, and, why not? Either put it on the line and let's see what happens. And, we did, and Carson, great throw, Gabe, great catch, and then ability to finish it off. But, at some point you got to take a little bit of risk. And, 3rd and 2, short yardage situation, we ran that run play about 4 times for short yardage. So, sometimes you got to put it all on the line.
You talk so much about how this team will be defined by what happens in November. It seems like a lot. Next weekend, it's going to go a long way in determining that. Just how do you feel about how you guys are going into next week?
Well, I think it would equate the entire season. Everybody counted us out, I think, 2 weeks ago. We didn't flinch, we didn't waver, and we just keep fighting. And so we'll be defined by who we are at the end of the football season, and we got 4 more quarters to help define that. So we look forward to the opportunity.
Bronco had the pick six, but it seemed like he bounced back pretty quickly from that with what he did on subsequent drives. What can you say about his composure in this environment tonight?
Yeah, I think that's probably what's made Rocco really special for us all year is, man, just his ability to continue to have great resolve. And, usually your team will go with the way of the guy that's got the ball in his hands all the time. And, that guy has been that guy every single game for us. He's given us a chance to win every game we played, honestly, here the last 2 years. He's really, really special. He's in his special sauces, probably that is resiliency to overcome hard things. And, this is a great defense. It's I would say the top defense in our conference. It's shown that statistically. And the ability to just keep battling. And I thought our kids did a really good job of handling that, and especially Rocco tonight.
Matt, you guys have been in those situations in the past where you need those clutch late game drives. How do you summarize that go-ahead touchdown drive and the way your team executed?
Yeah, I think you earn confidence, right? Like confidence is everybody wants to, we live in a society where everybody just wants to give false confidence. And the reality of it is you have to earn the right to be confident, especially in our sport. Like there is no false confidence. And, I think our kids having earned the right to be confident, we had to earn it in Iowa City. We had to earn it against Central Florida. We had to earn it last week against Cincinnati, and we had to earn it again tonight. And, I think our kids' unwavering ability to just keep playing. Don't look at the scoreboard. One play at a time, one moment at a time, one situation at a time, and then we'll look at the scoreboard at the end of the game and we'll evaluate how we did. So our kids have really bought into that. They believe in that. That's been our mantra, honestly, since January. And I really appreciate the leadership of our team because they display it better than anybody.
Defense and special teams are just such big momentum boosting plays, and Utah definitely had a few of those tonight.
Yeah.
What do you say about the way that your team is just able to be unwavered by that?
Yeah, I will hope at the end of when this is all said and done, that what you just said, unwavering, that's the story that this group gets to write. And right now they got the pen and they continue to write the story. And I hope they'll continue to write it the way they've got the ability to write it. But unwavering, tough, mentally tough, physically tough. This group has stood forward every step of the way.
Where did the mistakes, the pick six, the punt return, where did things kind of get off kilter for you guys?
Yeah, I think that, at least the punt and the pick six are fluky. It's a hair off and it's a tip ball and the kid catches it, and the punt, nobody's better in the country right now in returning the ball than Jalen Knoll's been. So, those are fluky plays and stuff happens, and, they have the ability to have resiliency. We'll have to evaluate how the punt happened. We've been great there all year, and, give them credit. They made a great play in a critical situation, and where could we have been better? We'll evaluate that and certainly move ourselves forward. But, again, those are give credit to the opposing team too, because they did a great job in the moment.
Were you or the players aware of the results elsewhere with Kansas and BYU?
No, I at least wasn't. Can you so I'm sure they both lost.
Colorado and BYU both lost.
Okay, and I didn't know that right now. But I think the reality for me is as I told our kids, I could care less about their situation. and I told this even, before we left, like, don't look at your phone. Like, we got to win. And if we win and we take care of us, it'll all work out with what this team has been willing to do and what it's been overcome. And, great that happened, but we got a huge game next week. I mean, we play a great K-State team, and my respect for Coach Kleiman and Kansas State coming in here. It'll take everything we got and more to be able to go win that football game. But the reality for our team has been not worrying about anybody else and really trying to put our focus on ourselves. Now, do I realize our kids have cell phones and I can't even get my own kids to get off their phone? Yeah, probably. But the reality of it for me is, I really don't care. What I care about us and making sure we get what we need to get corrected tonight and get ourselves ready to rock and roll for next week.
Can you give us your point of view mentally and emotionally on Utah's final possession when you guys got the game-winning stop and they came short on the field goal?
Yeah, I don't. Emotionally drained, mentally fried. If you want to be honest, I think we kind of got in ourselves in a situation a little bit. It was huge I thought the pressure call by Coach Haycock, on second down was huge. They got the grounding. On third down, we took the timeout to try to make sure, we put ourselves situationally in the best situation to, not let a quick throw get off to the sideline. I wanted to see if they were going to be in a run formation or a pass formation. They were in a pass formation. So we tried to do a great job protecting the sideline. And then, man, at the end of the day, the kicker is just a hair off. And so, we just enough to be able to finish the football game. But, I thought our kids at least handled the situation really well. And those are situations we've practiced since fall camp. So I thought we really did a great job handling that.
How big was Jaden today? I mean, it seemed like every time he got in some coverage, he was making a big play.
Man, I thought he was elite, and you guys that obviously have covered us, how talented and special he's been for our football team. But I feel like, him and Rocco, they were so dialed in together that last drive. I mean, there's a couple critical plays, and they're making plays in the moment. And, honestly, I think back to late January and February, and I'm leaving late night from our facility, and there's those two, working at their craft. And again, this sport's hard, and you got to win in the moment, and you got to be willing to sacrifice everything for these opportunities and these moments. And those two guys, and obviously with Jalen, I mean, those guys have lived in that facility to be great when it mattered the most. And, late November and everything on the line, it mattered the most, and those guys came through.